is a bit of a tricky one, I think. Let's have a read. It is titled, Am I the arsehole for asking my fiance of 4.5 years to follow me on Instagram? Story time. Hi, Tatty. Firstly, love the pod. I followed you over from socials and cannot wait to listen each week. Thank you so much. That means the world. This week, I had to convince my fiance of 4.5 years to follow me on Instagram by promising to buy him something he wanted and wondering, am I the arsehole? For a bit of context, me and Steve have been together for 4.5 years and are looking to get married in 2027. He treats me like an absolute princess, shows me each day how much I mean to him, and I never thought I'd find someone who showed me how I could be loved like this. It's not been without issues though. Steve tends to hide his social medias, his TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, and it makes him uncomfortable. If you are over the age of 24 and are using Snapchat to communicate with friends, especially female friends, get in the bin. What about iMessage? What is wrong with iMessage or WhatsApp? We don't need disappearing texts at our ripe age of 20, whatever we are. Like, I obviously don't know how old you are, but what do you mean you're hiding your social media? Also, if his TikTok following list isn't private, just have a look who he's following. You'll get the gist. It makes me uncomfortable. I brought this up before, but he brushes it off and just says it's because he wants privacy. What? He wants privacy and doesn't want me to flood his feed, flexing the fact I'm his fiance and asking questions about who he follows or follows him. What? Sorry, what? That literally doesn't make any sense. Why would he not want you to flex that you're his fiance? Because he doesn't want other people to know that you're his fiance. When, I don't know why, because I know you're a sexy motherfucker. Odd behaviour. And I know for a fact Tina would not stand for that. I'm still so glad she is here. Hey, sweet thing, you okay? Right, anyway. I've explained. Also, if it's making you feel uncomfortable and he doesn't want to do that, why would he actively do something that is putting you in discomfort and making you feel anxious? That is not a cool thing to do, Steve. I've explained how I think this is very strange and that I know all of my friends would find it weird too, but he kept his socials on private and even blocked me to keep me from seeing them. What? Quite literally, what the fuck? Tatty, I think, I like to think in another life, I would be a highly skilled detective. Each time he hid his social medias, I found it. I also found comments he left on other girls' posts. Fuck this man hard. Fuck this man hard. I also found comments he left on other girls' posts talking about how gorgeous they are. Comments like, wow. And it instantly made me angry. I brought it up and he deleted all of his socials. Or so I thought. Why are you actively going round commenting wow on other women's photos when you don't even want me to follow you? Like, there's something to be said for if we're out and about. Like Jordan and I, if we're out and about, we see, like, for example, the Victoria Beckham documentary. Jordan and I are sat watching it and he goes, you used to wear suits like that. And I said, yes, I did. He said, why don't you do that anymore? You looked incredible wearing them. That's such a nice suit. She looks great in it. That, fine. You know, you can compliment other women if that's what's, comfortable in your relationship. Why are we commenting that on people's Instagrams? Especially if it's not like fucking Margot Robbie. You know what I mean? We've had issues with cheating in the past, which could be a whole other story time, and in which I know for definite I am not the arsehole. Amen, sis. He took accountability and I did choose to forgive, move on, because it was early in our relationship. He constantly checks my Instagram from my phone, asking who people are and even going so far to block guys who have commented things that he says are not okay. What, like, wow? Like, wow? This man is projecting, I Thea. Complaining when I've unpinned a post of us together because I use it mainly for my business now. But Steve, I thought you didn't want your feed to be about you and me flexing about you. So I did that, and I'm putting my business first. It all kicked off in an argument last night though, and he slept in the spare room. He should have slept on the floor if you ask me. Where he belongs. He slept on the spare room, and he asked for something he wanted, and I flippantly said, if you follow me on Instagram, yeah, you can have it. He rolled his eyes and said, yeah, but nothing materialised. He then asked me later if he could still get it, and I stood my ground and said, if you stick to the terms. I love that that's like kind of like a bit petty, but also, follow me on Instagram. If you want to marry me, you can just fucking follow me on Instagram, you prick. He did it instantly. Oh, right. So when Steve's getting something out of it that he wants, then he'll do what is benefiting you. He did it instantly, but as he did it, he started saying not to comment on all of his stuff and to go snooping. I said, if you've been respectful, there'll be no need for me to snoop. And he swore he had. For those of you listening, the fattest eye roll is going on right now. Since he followed me and unblocked me, I noticed he's deleted 6 posts and unfollowed 15 people. I know this from my last snoop. She's come with the facts and figures. Now, not only am I paranoid, I've been made to feel like I'm the dick for wanting to be open on our social medias, like I'm some sort of jealous psychopath. I can follow him, but there are rules. It's such a juxtaposition to the amazing person he is when his phone isn't in his hand. He's always been super secretive around his phone, and other than this issue, everything has been so good. I'm all for privacy and posting on socials because it's part of the job to do that, but I feel like there are boundaries in the relationship, and I worry he's constantly crossing them. No, he's not crossing boundaries, babe. He's setting his own. Like, he's setting his own so far from what should be acceptable. I feel like I'm causing drama when it needn't be. So basically, am I the arsehole for pushing him to let me into his social world? Or do you think I'm opening a can of worms but finally having some access to see his online life? I want to get married next year. He proposed a year and a half ago, and it's things like this that put doubt in my mind. I've had a pretty turbulent relationship in the past and feel like I'm never properly find love if I give up this one. All your love and advice is appreciated. Anonymous Amy. Okay, Amy, here's the thing, sweet thing. If you were my friend, I would genuinely be really concerned for you. Like, I would be actually holding intervention here. He has shown you time and time again that he blatantly does not care about fulfilling your reassurances and what you expect from a partner. Unfortunately, we are in a world now where, like you've said it yourself, an online life does exist. The way we portray ourselves online does exist. And he's telling you multiple different things here. He doesn't want the whole feed being flooded with your relationship because he doesn't want you to flex. However, he then deletes posts, doesn't post about you. He gets upset when you unpin posts about him because he wants your life and your online presence to include him, because he is scared that you're going to do the things that he has done to you. He is keeping you in a smaller box than he is putting himself in, which doesn't quite sit right with me, girl, if I'm being completely honest. He has such an intense control over what access you have to what is available to him. Because at the end of the day, we have so much accessibility to so many different people online, and he doesn't want you to have that for yourself, but he's allowing it for him. So much so that he doesn't even want his own fiance to have access to his socials. Like, not even for you to go on his phone. He just doesn't want you to follow him. What? Like, listen to what I've just said. It just doesn't make any sense. It literally doesn't make any sense at all. I'm genuinely really concerned. Like, this is the bare minimum. Some people follow each other for years before they even start talking on socials. Meanwhile, your whole husband has you blocked. has cut you out of that part of his life. Why? I would encourage you, I don't know if you have or you have this type of support network around you, I'd speak to your girls, speak to the people around you. Do you have any mutual friends that are between you and him? Because I think you'll get a lot of insight from that part. I just find it incredibly disrespectful, and there are clearly double standards going on in this relationship that don't sit right with me at all. I personally I was listening to something the other day that said that every couple should do couples counselling before they get married. And like really work out the boundaries of what is appropriate. Like if he wasn't on social media, fine. Like, is it really that deep? But he's clearly quite active on social media, making his feelings known about other women online. And if we're going to take these comments seriously that he's saying about other women, like these, wow, so gorgeous, we need to take his actions as we are taking his words. I'm genuinely concerned about what this man is getting up to that you don't know about, that he doesn't want you to see, because clearly there's some form of betrayal, secrecy. Yeah, I don't like this man. Particularly this Steve is giving me bad vibes. And I don't want you to get married to a man that isn't wanting to share his whole life with you, because that's just bizarre. Weird behaviour. If anyone has any advice or has been in a similar situation in the past, please do let me know. I think it's going to be upsetting, this whole situation. And like I said, he will only do what you want when it benefits him, like giving him something that he wants. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes and blocks you again sometime in the future, or unfollows you, or removes you as a follower. I won't be surprised. Does he play rugby? It's giving rugby lad vibes. You know, I'm throwing that back to the first episode. Fucking rugby lads. Anyway, please do let me know if there are any updates on this. Please do get in touch. Yeah, if you were my best friend, I would be like, do not marry this man yet. Like, I don't know if you started planning a wedding or what, but you can push a wedding back. You know, I would much rather you push it back to 2028, 2029 than get married with these uncertainties. I know it's still 2 years away, but I would not start planning a wedding until you are absolutely 100% sure that this man is not doing anything freaky online or in person. Because listen, if he's moving that crazy online, God knows what he's doing on a night out. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, please do keep me updated. And I'm really sorry that this is the way you're being treated. And I know that you said that you've been treated poorly in the past. Just because he's a nice person. And what did you say at the start? Let me have a look. He treated you like a princess. Shows me how much I mean to him daily. Just because, like, that, yeah, that's what he should be doing. That's not excessive. Like, that's not incredible. Whoa, Steve's actually put effort in. It's the bare minimum, my love, and you don't deserve that at all.
Please fill my cup. Am I really asking for much? It's been a long week, I'm looking for fun. Please fill my cup. Find me under the sun. SOS, I'm just looking for a good time. Oh, oh.